Legal dictation at the speed of 80 to 90 words per minute. Start. The advertisement was for separate categories of Hindi stenographers and English stenographers, and the two categories could not be clubbed together for determining inter se merit, and both the categories have to be shown differently. Stop. As per advertisement, respondent number 4 had applied as Hindi stenographer under category number 4, whereas petitioner had applied as English stenographer under category number 5. Hence, both were separate and distinct from each other. As regards tentative seniority list of the junior skilled stenographers of Hindi and English, it was replied that respondent number 2, under mistaken belief, had placed the petitioner higher in merit as English stenographer and made him senior to respondent number 4, who was at number 66 as Hindi stenographer, irrespective of the earlier date of joining of respondent number 4 in the department than the petitioner. Stop. Respondent number 4 had made a representation to respondent number 2 claiming himself to be senior on the basis of date of joining, having a separate and distinct merit list than the petitioner and respondent number 4, and on the advice of the Chief Secretary, he had been granted the said relief. Stop. The instruction showed if there was common merit in one selection, then seniority shall be made as per the merit. Stop. Due to separate selection and separate mode of determination of the seniority in the cadre made, the instructions were not applicable. Stop. The need of hearing the petitioner did not arise, as there could not have been a counter view, and it would have been a mere empty formality which would not persuade the authorities to take a contrary decision. Stop. The then Chief Secretary had reiterated his views, and therefore the principle of natural justice were not violated. Stop. It was also averred that the board had no authority under law which rule or instructions to determine inter se seniority of the employees in the cadre. Stop. The respondent was promoted as personal assistant on the basis of the revised seniority list. Stop. The decision taken by the board in the year 1993-95 for joint seniority list could not be made applicable to the selection made in the year 1986. Stop. There were no rules or instructions till date which could fortify the claim of the petitioner, and his claim was liable to be rejected. Stop. There were no service rules governing the service of the petitioner as well as the answering respondent inter se their seniority. Hence, the reproduction of the rules by the petitioner was ipsit dixit of the petitioner. Stop. The rules were not in force in the department, and even if they were to be taken as basis for determination of the seniority, it showed that the length of continuous service to any post was to be applied and respondent number 4 had joined earlier to the petitioner. The instructions, the amendments regarding the joint tentative seniority list, and that the petitioner was at serial number 1 was admitted. Stop. It was further admitted that as per the advice of the Chief Secretary, respondent number 4 was promoted to the post of senior scale stenographer. Stop. The instructions dated 24/11/1962 were pertaining to the case of direct recruits by Punjab Public Service Commission and by way of transfers and not applicable. Stop. As per instructions dated 5/4/1971, which were applicable, the candidate whose name has been recommended by the board commission earlier was senior, and since the recommendation of respondent number 4 having been made earlier, he was made senior by the Chief Secretary. Stop.